Hello guys, how you all doing? Well, I'm good myself. Well, today we got an interesting question from Mr. Wi-Fi where he's asking about, this question goes like this. I hear a lot of people saying that trading is gambling, or buying and selling based on technical analysis is gambling. What is your take on that? So that's the first part. And then the second part, it's can one depend on trading currencies or indices or crypto for a living? Because I hear people, a couple of friends, that most told the mentors out they depend on selling courses and they do not trade for all they have. Okay, that's a very interesting one. So I'm just gonna give my opinion on that. So some of these things, you see them happening, but you're just turning a blind eye. I'll show you some of the things that I'll just tell you some of the things that I'm sure you've seen them happening, and maybe you'll be saying, "No, this guy is doing this guy is doing that." But based on what the person is doing on daily basis, you can tell that no ways. When does this person trade? Why is he always doing this? Why is it this? Why is it that? So there are a lot of things that raises questions, but you just decide to ignore them. So let's start with the first part. And you, my guy, you so if you like the way you put it, it's like you're always depending on what people are telling you. So if you always listen to people's opinions, and if they're saying that you can't make money from trading, it means you're just gonna go with that. I can't make money. If they fail, some people, they failed, but now they think it doesn't work. You see? So the first part would be that I don't understand why you must hear this from another person telling you that it is gambling. You find that that person, maybe, I don't know, the way they learned it was just not the right way, and it didn't work for them, or they they were given the right tools to trade, but they didn't use them the way they were told to do so, or they didn't put enough effort in learning how to operate those tools. So that's why it didn't work for them, and then they just think that it's gambling. You see? Or you find that they learned from someone who just taught them. Imagine there are people who just say pay, maybe let's say 3K, and you get there, they just teach you for like maybe one day, and maybe they do it over Zoom. They will just give you a lesson for an hour where they will just show you two trend lines and then tell you, this moving average, this, that you must buy, or this indicator, this, that you must buy. Then that's where you must see that you have wasted your money. These are the things that you need to look out for. Let me show you. If someone is saying to you, if this person, let's say they are on I think most of them, they're on Instagram, right? So all they do is post winning trades all the time. They post winning trades, or they post cars and stuff like that, but you have never seen their analysis in advance. They have never showed you an analysis. Some of them, they will only be showing you this, winning trades, because they know that you guys, every time you see numbers, you go crazy. They just show you the numbers, and then they say, come, let me teach you how to, to do that. They charge you the 3K, whatever, and then you go and try that, the two indicators that they gave you, or the strategy of one, I don't know, double top, whatever they teach you for one day, and then they say go and do it. If you use this, you'll be able to make the money, like the amount of money that I'm making, or be consistent like them. But now we can see that it's not enough. It's not enough. So what they were showing on the picture, it's not the same as what you will get when you join in, because they only showed you the profit, but they never told you how they came about opening those trades. What is it that they saw, and can they show the same thing again on a live account, on a live market, the market that's moving? Tell me now, based on the current structure, not on what you did alone and then it worked and now you're showing it to me. I want you to show me, based on this, what do you think is going to happen here? Then let's monitor that. That's how you should learn. Not someone who's only going to show you if they are alone, and then they say, let me buy. They buy. It goes down. They don't say anything. And then the following day they buy. It goes up. And then they go on Instagram. They put a picture showing all those big numbers. And then you people like things. When you see those big numbers, you'll be saying, how much do you charge to teach me, or can you teach me that? Can you sell me signals or whatever? But you don't know how this person came about, executing there, and they won't even tell you. When you join in, the things that they're gonna give you, see from day one, this is not what I was expecting. So that's why you'll end up saying that it's gambling. Why? Because you are chasing the numbers. You're not chasing the knowledge. That's why now I prefer showing you how to trade than me giving you like sort of a signal to say execute or this, that, or me showing you numbers or predictions, or giving you a chart and say let's buy, and then I put an arrow like that. That's not gonna help you. That's not gonna help you, because you will depend on me all the time. That's why you should stay away from signal providers, because even if you lose, you blow your account, he's still going to continue giving signals to those ones that are left or the new ones that are joining. Doesn't care whether or not you blew your account. It's either you refund and carry on, or you exit the group or whatever. He doesn't care. He will continue. So that's why you must try and stay away from those ones. Rather be with someone who's going to show you how to come up with the signals, how you do your analysis. Someone is going to teach you how to analyze. That's the only way you're going to be confident and be able to come up with your own signals. Then you can't say technical analysis is gambling, because of what? You know how to do proper technical analysis. You see, they teach you CAC, it doesn't work, you say you are gambling. That's why I'm saying, listening to people, sometimes it might be that they made that comment based on their own experience, but it does not mean it's true. You can trade the technical stuff and still be able to come up with high probability setups, and still, if you are sticking to your high odds setups only, and also respecting your risk management. Always be, make sure that how you trades, make sure that risk management is always on point. Then you'll see that it's not gambling. It's not. So I hope you are answered here. Be careful who you're following, my guy. Be careful. The numbers alone are not going to help you. Just someone showing you a profit of 50k running, and it's not going to help you. It's not. So that thing alone is not enough. Up until you see that person showing you, to say that maybe they are giving you like a free analysis now, and saying this is what is happening on this time frame or this time frame, and then I think based on all the points that they're gonna give you, I think we can expect a reaction there, so let's monitor and see what's gonna happen. And then maybe we come back after 6 hours and then check the progress. And then that's someone that that even if I join this person, they are most likely gonna teach me this in more details. But someone who's just showing you numbers, how is that gonna help you? You see, that's what you're gonna say when you're trying. You pay them, and then they just give you a strategy that's just like a trend line or double top, whatever, or in one moving average. And if it doesn't work for you, you will say you are gambling, or you'll say technical analysis is gambling, or it's not working. You see, so make sure that you follow someone, you pay someone. If you decide to go for to have lessons, make sure that you pay someone that you have seen them do the analysis. You're not gonna join them based on the numbers you're seeing on their screen, because there you are playing with fire. And then the second part, can one depend on trading currencies for a living? You can, but this is gonna take time. You mustn't rush it. Because some people, when they think of trading for a living, they try and rush it and try and make a lot of money now, just so that they can have enough to cover all the expenses for the month and stuff like that. And they start to neglect what do you call this? They start to neglect risk management, because they just want to make enough money, and then that's where they start to blow. You see? So yes, you can, but you mustn't change anything. You must still stick to your risk appetite. Make sure that you don't overexpose your account, and you first need to make sure that you learn the skill. And try and see if you can, using the skill that you have learned. Because remember, what I can teach you, it's not something that we can just transfer from my mind and then into your mind, and then bam, you will be able to execute it the way I do. It's just that you just need to give yourself, make sure that the stuff that I'm teaching you, you have it written somewhere, and then you try and practice on a chart for a couple of months. Practice. Even yourself, when you're doing that, you'll be able to discover some of the things that you have seen them happening over and over again. Then that's how you're going to improve your technical analysis. That's how you're going to improve your skill. Then you know that when you are confident and you are applying that strategy the right way, then you'll be able to generate enough money for you to sustain yourself. Because the problem with you guys, you are, the pressure that you're seeing on the social media, the pressure is just too much. So you'll find that what you guys are doing is that, how can I put this? You see this person driving, I don't know, a Lambo or M4 or whatever. So then you quickly assume that the person, they are good at trading because they are driving that man. But keep in mind, there are people that every time they post, they will only be mentioning, they only post their the numbers. They only show you the running trades, and they only show you the cars, and then they will always be talking about maybe join their signal group or join their mentorship program or what, or they have a class coming up. Make sure that you pay and book a seat. Every single day this person is talking about these things. When does this person trade? If you're always telling us about mentorship and classes and all this stuff, when do you actually trade? So imagine, let's say they're charging you 3K, right? And then they get 100 students, 100 people join. How much is that? That's 300K. That's 300K. Don't you think, or this is enough money for this person to sustain themselves? You see, even if they are not profitable, they don't care. They don't care whether what they taught you is going to work for you or not, because you have never seen them doing that. You have never seen them doing the market analysis. You have never. You'll only see them for the first time after paying. So even if you say, no, this is not for me, you're not going to get your money back. You see? So you need to be careful. Just be careful. Someone who's just showing you the numbers, that person is very dangerous. Because if you're joining and say, show me how to make the numbers, if they just show you bullshit, then how are you going to get your money back? And then from day one, you'll see if this is something that is worth my attention or not. But if you already paid, then it's your loss. That's why you'll find people saying, join my, they make signal groups, but they themselves, they don't know how to trade, to be honest. So that's why they will give signals that don't even make sense. They will say the direction is not yet clear, but they give you a buy signal. Why are you doing that? So you can see from day one that something does not make sense here. Something is wrong with this guy. Something is wrong. Or they will give you a signal and say let's buy at the current price, and then put a stop loss. The space is like that, but TP is here. So I'm risking all this money just to make this. No ways. I'm not doing that. So all I can say is that it's possible, my gun, to do the thing for living. But if I wouldn't say you mustn't push too much pressure on yourself. Give yourself time. You can still, if you've got like your 9-to-5 job, you can still keep your 9-to-5 job and then supplement that with your trading. Because remember, trading, you don't have to be in front of your screen the whole time for us to say you are a trader. You can focus on H4 and just check your chart once or twice a day while you are at work, maybe around lunchtime, and because it's like one candlestick every 4 hours, so you can still work and not be affected by trading. You see? So you don't have to say, when you're saying you're doing it for a living, you don't have to leave your 9-to-5 job. Make sure that you can juggle both. You see, because most I hear from a couple of friends, yeah, you and your friends, always everything that you're saying, you get it from your friends. These friends, they tried something and it didn't work for them. But it does not mean if I fail at playing soccer, it does not mean I can tell my friend that you cannot go far with playing soccer. It didn't work for me. Yes, but it does not mean it can't work for everyone. You see? Yes, the last part of the statement is true, There are those ones who depend on selling courses, because those are the ones that every time they make a post, they are always saying, next week we'll be in Pretoria, you must pay, book a seat, this, that. Every time they're always talking about joining the Signal group and then selling, buying their course and their mentorship and whatnot. But they have never, how can I buy something that I've never seen you use it? I've never seen you making a video where you are doing the analysis and then you put it there and then we monitor and see how it plays out. Because they know if they do that, you're going to hear them that they don't know what they're talking about. These ones, they don't know. So you just need to be careful and make sure that where you choose to go in searching for the information, make sure that you go to the right place. So based on what the person is always posting, you can tell if you can learn a thing from this person. But if you're always showing me your house, how is that going to help me? Because if you're putting a house there or a car, I can't even, where's the proof that you bought it based from the money that you made from the thing? But if you are always posting, we don't care about that. That's not going to help me. But they know that if they show you the car like that, you'll be like, damn, I want to be like this person. Let me join his let me buy his course, so that because it's working for him, then I'll be able to buy this car. But that's never the case. After doing that, that's why you'll always find people frustrated saying that they bought a course from this person and then only to find out that this person was just teaching them a trend line and a double top, or maybe how to use a moving average. That's it. But they paid a lot of money for that. How is that going to help them? You see, you can see that what this person is teaching me does not correlate with what he's driving or the house that he's always posting. So it means whatever that he's doing here, it works for him to be able to afford that car. Be careful, my guy. Be careful. So when you and a friends, yes, they can give you they can give their opinion, but what they're saying here, it seems like they want to dictate or persuade you to saying that, no, my friend, don't go there, it doesn't work. Yes, it didn't work for them, but it doesn't mean it's not going to work for you. Because what they're doing, they are just giving that opinion based on their own experiences. So if they're saying that you can't do this for a living, or this does not work, it means you must ask them, how were you doing it? If you're saying it doesn't work, because it seems like it didn't work for you, so how are you doing it? Listen to the answer that they're gonna give you. They'll tell you about them paying for a certain course, and then only to find out that then they tried it on their account, they kept on blowing. That's why they said it does not work. Then you just need to know, if they went that route, it means I mustn't go that route for me, because that route, it doesn't work. So let me try and find, make sure that where I'm learning, they are going to teach me how to do this. So you can't pay someone you've never seen analyzing good people. So your friends, they are allowed, it's okay for them to give their opinion, but they mustn't say it doesn't work. They should say it didn't work for them. I hope it makes sense, my guy. I hope it makes sense. Just make sure that you give yourself time. It will come to this over time. It doesn't matter how many years it takes, but you'll be able to make enough money to sustain yourself at some point. Don't rush it. Keep your job. If you're working, keep your job, and then you'll just use some of the profit from your trading to supplement your salary, your monthly salary, and then life goes on. You will grow like that. You see, if you do it like that, you don't have pressure. Because remember, it's possible that you can have a bad month where you are at a negative, the overall profit for the month. It's possible. Or a bad week. So it means now, if you leave your 9-to-5 job and you have a negative something, where are you going to get the money for you to sustain for going to the next week? You see, that's why I'm saying you must make sure that you do both, so that even if you have a negative week, but if you are sticking to risk to reward, or risk management is one point, you know that it's fine, I lost something, but I still have enough for me to just take out to cover my expenses and then recover the next week. But if you don't have, you end up, increasing your risking 40% of your account, so that you can make a lot of money quickly and cover up for all the loss, so that before the month ends, you have got enough money to take out and all the stuff. And that's where you're going to blow the whole thing. Be careful, my guy. Be careful. But doing it for a living is possible. Only if you do it the right way. You give yourself time. and stay away from the noise and then unnecessary pressure that you find on the social media, because you'll end up falling under in the arms of the wrong people that are going to teach you something that will make you hate trading or technical analysis like your friends today. All right, I'm gonna end it like that. I hope you are answered. That's just my opinion, but be careful. That's all I can say. Be careful. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.